Friends Like Us. We here sitting with
Tazz Majesty, what's up?
What's happening? Tell the people a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so born and raised in Columbia, South Carolina, 803. Shout out to my people. Little town called Dixiana. I moved to Charleston to go to school, went to college in Charleston, graduated, and then I stayed here to work. The whole time I was writing music, performing. I started writing music at 8. I started ghostwriting, then I started performing at 17. I got to college and realized that I needed to kind of focus more on my words, what I was saying. So I took some time and I wrote. I started performing again in like my junior year of college, and I'm here now trying to get it out.
So what do you think? Did you ever perform in Columbia?
I did. I performed a few times, like at birthday parties, like little bar venues or like outdoor spaces. I was like 17, 16, so like I couldn't do a lot. You know, I guess like in the music industry in Columbia, it's more of like a business district. So finding kind of events to do was kind of like on your own. Like we did shows in the house and like little stuff.
That's crazy because I read in Charlemagne's book, he was talking about how the path to superstardom, a lot of people went through Columbia.
Word.
Like not many people went through Charleston, but they like, you know, T.I., 2 Chainz, Rick Ross, like
Word.
a lot of them came through that local market.
Word.
So do you think you'll ever go back up there and see what it's like up there and perform up there?
Oh yeah, most definitely. After graduating CFC last year, I really kind of like, I stayed here to kind of focus on just getting my face out there. But the thing that Charleston is good for that I found out is like connection-wise. Like I'm meeting a lot of people. It's a lot of stuff going on outside of Charleston, but because I know people in Charleston, I'm connected. So I'm definitely trying to get back into Columbia. I actually just did like a house show. My family had like a Halloween thing going on, and we did like a little house show there. And we was lit off the new EP. But anyways, that's besides the point. Definitely trying to get back into Columbia, like in clubs, bars, everything. Trying to pay homage definitely to 803.
Well, that ain't besides the point. That is the point.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Tell the people about the new EP.
Oh, yeah. So the EP, Now or Never. I mean, it's kind of like a follow-up of my first EP, Validation. I put that EP out, you know, finally realizing that my music had power and that I could really do something. And so I really wanted to put it out and just see what I could get, like the reaction I can get, the press I can get. It got a lot of good feedback. A lot of people was like, you know, we want to hear more, want to hear more. Then I came out with Now or Never. Honestly, I mean, everything on this EP, you know, I love it. Like my words, everything down to like the beats, to how we recorded it. I mean, to all my passion behind it. Like, it's just me saying, like, it's either we got to do it now or it ain't going to never happen. Like, nobody going to give me my success but me. So, like, I don't know. That's where I was coming from. Like, I want to dive in. Like, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, the music is definitely dope. That's why I reached out. I just happened to go past your page.
Word.
I don't know. I think it was like Say Cheese. I think you was on that show. I think that's the name
of
the
the
show.
Grilled Cheese Show.
Grilled Cheese.
Yeah.
Shout out to them.
Word.
And I seen you on their page, so I went to your page, listened to something, then I went to titles, started listening, and I was like, okay, this is dope. So definitely dope music. What's your inspiration for the music?
Honestly, so, I mean, it's just so many things. Like, my granddad was really big into, like, old school music. My mom, like, I remember every Christmas I used to ask for, like, an old school microphone or a karaoke machine. I just wanted to do something. Like, I wanted somebody to hear me. And, like, they will always get me, you know, if it was for me to, like, do that, they got it. So that was something I always loved. My passion kind of came. So I was 8 years old, between 8 and 11, and I tell people this all the time. Nicki Minaj just became like a big thing. And like she was the first female rapper that I've seen like in my lifetime at the time that was doing something and that was like making it. She was with Young Money, she was on all this good stuff. And so I was like, I want to be a female rapper, but I didn't want to do everything she did, of course, because I'm me. But I just wanted to have that experience. But also growing up in my neighborhood, like you used to always get like picked on or like you get beat up if like you copied somebody. Like you couldn't say what everybody else said. Like you had to be your own person. So it kind of motivated me to, like, in a way, all my words that I was writing, like I didn't want to say anything that I heard on the radio. Like I wanted to say everything different because I did not want to like be like everybody else. And just from that like little kid moment, like me thinking that little thing, it inspired me to like study words and like, I mean, just do all kind of cool stuff and just go on to, I don't know, like, I mean, everything I write, like I can freestyle a little bit, but like I'm a writer because I like to tell a story. I like for you to know where I'm coming from. So yeah.
Yeah, the talent is definitely there. You know what I'm saying? And I like the wordplay.
Word.
How do you feel like your music stands up to the music down here where you are?
Right now in Charleston, I mean, I know a lot of like good local artists. I think that I'm kind of like, and this is just what I see. I'm the only female doing what I'm doing. I'm rapping in Charleston right now. And it may be like other people out there, but like, and I've kind of connected with like a few people that are closer, but going out and trying to find like a feature or trying to find like a hip hop venue or trying to find other people that kind of do what you do. I don't want to say it's scarce, but like you definitely have to find the community here for it. And so, I mean, I feel like I'm doing pretty good. You know, like I said, I was born and raised in Columbia, so I bring a different feel. You know, I've been in Charleston for like 5 years. But my sound and like my soul and my passion, everything that I bring is rooted in like Columbia and like my hurt, my pain, my happiness, my success, everything that I experienced coming up and like learning about myself is in my music. And so bringing it to Charleston, I think gave me not only a different audience, but like a different look on life. And so now I can take the stuff that I've learned here and kind of put it in my music and like, and take it somewhere else. But I mean, just right now in Charleston, I definitely feel like I'm getting a lot of love, a lot of support. A lot of people, you know, ask me when the next EP coming out, when you doing the show, when you performing, like, I mean, just everywhere. So like, I definitely appreciate the love. But yeah, I mean, I think I think we rolling. I hope we rolling. Y'all let me know.
Word.
Word.
So what's been your process? Like, who's your producers? What studios you use?
Word.
Like, let the people in on the behind the scenes.
Word. So Uncle Sam, shout out to Uncle Sam, Columbia, South Carolina. I go home. I drive to Columbia, and I record with Uncle Sam. I mean, that has been my only producer. Made all my beats, made all my sounds, put me in like ad libs, everything. Like everything that you hear, Uncle Sam made it all happen, put it all together. So definitely shout out to him. He's definitely been a loyal producer. I go to Columbia to record. I don't know if it's because I'm stubborn and I want to, I want to go back home to do it, or because, I don't know. I guess that's what I'm used to. I'm used to being home. So I mean, yeah, shout out to Uncle Sam. Also, shout out to like, I got a couple of cousins and all that that's doing like beats and all kind of stuff that I'm looking into. So shout out to all of y'all too. But word, definitely, that's my producer. That's what I recommend. 100%.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like y'all crafted a sound together. Like your voice goes with the beats, and that's pretty dope. How you feel about the projects coming out now, like where the producers where artists working with one producer? Like I see Hit Boy, he just did a project with Benny. He just did a project with a couple other people. I think Nas.
Yep.
So the fact that that's your process working with one producer, like, how do you feel about now that the game is going back to that? Because that's what it used to be.
Yeah. I believe in loyalty. If you don't show me this loyalty, I feel like we can work together and we can make some stuff happen. That's just how I feel. Now, I also know that, like, sometimes stuff happens and you have to kind of find different stuff. Like, maybe, the one producer you work with, you have the same sound, but then when you go and work with somebody, a different time, you got a different sound. So, like, I understand exploring your options, but, like, always knowing, like, just, where you started and where you came from and paying homage, I think is very important. So, like, regardless of if you're going to use the same producer for the next, 10 releases, or if you got, hey, I'm going to take a break right now and do this, but I respect what you're doing and I'm going to still support you, just show love. Because at the end of the day, like, the music wouldn't be, it wouldn't sound the way it sounds without your producer. So I definitely, just support them. Support them as much as you can, definitely.
What about the visuals? What about photos, video, all of that good stuff?
My visuals and photos? Or are you talking about in general?
Yours.
Okay.
For your career.
Well, so right now it's just been me and my girlfriend. We've been handling all of that. I go out and we buy like, costume, props, whatever we need, and we throw a whole bunch of stuff together until we get the right photo. As far as like videos going, I'm looking for a video person. So if you know any, hit me up. But I don't have any videos out on YouTube now. That is my next project. That's what I'm working on, is getting some videos out to put a face with the sound so y'all can see where we coming from. But yeah, I mean, shout out to my girlfriend. She the GOAT for everything. Definitely like camera ready. She stay on it.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting to say you got 3 projects out and you've been bubbling and you haven't really thought about, maybe you thought about it but haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
So what do you attribute your success to so far?
As in,
because a lot of times the visual is a commercial. That's all it really is. It's a commercial for the music. It's a visual game now. People like to see you. Of course, you're being seen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I feel like a lot of my success came from, like, what really got my name kind of circulating was doing shows. I was doing so many shows. Like, I did a few of them, like, my freshman, sophomore year. My junior year, I was in boat shows. I was in regular shows, music farm, like, anything I could find. People was like, yo, you want to come do this? Yes. I don't care if I was doing one song or 30 seconds. It didn't even matter. Like, I'm just going to go so people can see me. And even doing the shows, I didn't have music up until May. Well, January, I released a single, Moving Too Fast, with Real South Records here in Charleston. DJ, shout out to you. But I didn't even have music up on, like, Apple or anything. People was just following me on, like, social media. And so then I was like, well, dang, like, I really need to, get my stuff together and, like, get some stuff out there. And so that's when I started putting audio out there. But then after I did that and I started doing the shows, like, everything was kind of climbing, and then the pandemic happened. And so now I think it's just, I just put this one out there trying to get everybody hyped. I'm just going to drill it, like, get wherever I can. I mean, like, just circulate. Everything that I feel like lands on success is, like, promotions, like, how you promote yourself. Like, I feel like I did the leg work as far as, like, getting in the shows and, like, knowing how to do that. And now I have to, like, I'm doing the audio. I'm on everything. You can find me literally everywhere. And so then I'm going to put out a visual. So now you about to see how I dance or how I don't dance. It don't matter. But anyway, like, just building the whole image, like, it's coming together, and I'm seeing that happen. So I'm definitely excited for, like, what the future holds, the near future. Definitely.
Well, you got a home here. We always going to be here. We're going to support you. You know what I'm saying? And we think that what you're doing is dope.
Word.
So tell the people who you are and tell them that nobody grinds like us.
Yo, I'm Tazz Majesty, and nobody grinds like us. Word.
Oh, Mama, Uncle Sam making beats again.
Got an 8 in the car, let me get that. Remember running up change for a 6-pack. Had a creek in the floor with a crick crack. Now I run a limousine just to get back. I remember playing tall in a pit pack. Ravioli on the mat, watching Rugrat. Street light came on, better get back. If I say got bust up, blue black. We been counting them racks together. Tell my people it's now or never. Call me lucky, but I'm just so clever. I got caught up applying the pressure. My girl with me, she bad as ever. Held my head up through all my endeavors. I ain't sprung said it just for the record. I see flame, baby, please put a level. Cause we be the boss together. Cross my heart to die together. We matching our sauce together. Already we grinding forever. Call me rich like I'm selling crypto. I've been waiting on the Audi, but I want a Lambo. Roll my boat, down the money river I go, yeah. My bad, I got happy. Roll my boat, got caught, need a quote, got a full fur coat, my bad, I usually don't glow, word, I usually don't glow, for real, yeah, usually don't glow, mama chop my throat, after working so hard, man, people